MotorWeek is made possible by Auto Value and Bumper to Bumper and TireRack.com.
Aston Martin has a long history of delivering high-performance vehicles packed with classic British elegance. But with their latest Vantage coupe, Aston Martin has seriously cranked up the performance part of that formula. So let's hit the track and see how it all comes together. We're ripping through the 9 high-speed turns of Savannah's Roebling Road Raceway as fast as possible, trying to outrun an epic winter storm that's about to shut down most of the South. And this 2025 Aston Martin Vantage seems to be enjoying it as much as we are. Quite simply, we didn't expect the Vantage to be this inspired. After all, Aston has used the Vantage name on a variety of vehicles over the years. But this particular coupe arrived for 2019 and gets a proper and prodigious refreshing for 2025. Visually, it's an absolutely gorgeous piece of machinery, with the exaggerated proportions that would be borderline cartoonish if they weren't so exquisitely executed. And despite decades of improving camera technology, our lenses simply can't truly portray the depth and beauty of this podium green paint job, part of the Racing Line collection. Now, it may look all British sports car outside, but it still gets its power from a German V8, AMG's hand-assembled 4-liter twin-turbo unit, and for those keeping score at home, its 656 horsepower output is a healthy 128 horsepower increase over last year. It sends its 590 pound-feet of torque to the rear wheels through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Somehow this European Union comes out feeling more NASCAR than sports car, as the Vantage is crazy fast and a handful to drive. For being a GT car at heart, the Vantage has a very dynamic feel to it, with way more feedback than the typical Grand Tourer. And considering the last Aston Martin we drove was an SUV, it's great to be back in a proper British sport coupe that's willing to get down to business on a racetrack. Even with that monster motor up front, the Vantage's bonded aluminum structure enables perfect 50-50 weight distribution, and you feel right in the middle of it. A complete suspension overhaul includes active vehicle dynamics with adaptive dampers, an electronic rear differential, and new 21-inch Michelin PS5s. It all works through adjustable traction control with 8 levels of intervention, including full off if conditions are appropriate. It does have some roll to it, but it feels very natural. Integrated brake slip control modulates braking on turn-ins, and with the carbon disc upgrade, braking performance was exceptional once they were warmed up. ABS was quick to trigger until we got some heat into them, after which point their bite was strong and consistent. The biggest takeaways from our track time: it feels insanely powerful and sounds incredibly ferocious. Yet at the same time, it's so smooth and refined, it's easy to forget your speed. Alas, we couldn't outrun that snowstorm which arrived before we could do any acceleration runs. But we expect the Vantage can do a mass Brixidus to 60 in 3.4 seconds, aided by a new launch control system. It feels every bit as special inside. The cockpit is a little tight, but everything is within easy reach and logically placed. The Mercedes-Benz influence is much less noticeable with an all-new console and center stack. Switchgear and materials feel exquisite and purposeful, with lots of carbon fiber and leather. The 10.3-inch infotainment screen is another big change, as the Vantage gets Aston's new in-house system first seen in the DB12. Government fuel economy ratings are 15 city, 22 highway, and 18 combined. Vantage pricing starts at $194,500, with plenty of ways to make that number climb in a hurry. Staying true to the brand while absolutely tearing up a racetrack, Well, you really can't ask for anything more than that. That's what makes the 2025 Aston Martin Vantage so special. It's a great place to spend your high-performance dollars if you're looking for something a little different, with even more of the familiar thrills.
The MotorWeek app, which includes our latest reviews and feature stories, is now available for mobile devices.